And welcome to part 4. This is when the game starts taking a turn for the more difficult. That is to say, if you haven't mastered the long jump yet, that's when you get a running start first and then jump, you're probably going to start noticing that there's certain jumps you can't make. Of course, me being, well, Austin, I can't actually seem to figure that out for the moment being, so just hang on while I work on the beauties of noetic discovery, or whatever it is for. But, this is, after all, the first level where the platforms we're working with are, well, to say the least, annoyingly small. Precision platforming might not apply here, considering it's, well, a little bit better than, say, a Mario ROM hack or something. But, that's not saying much either. Anyway, also, this is around the time you're going to start noticing that they're handing you extra lives at the most convenient places if you just have the patience to stop and, look for them. This game also, I guess, is supposed to sort of promote taking your time. To a certain extent, that is, of course, considering that, well, taking your time results in, well, that door closing before, it's time to actually look for the door. Or glass. It's a door. So, this is also the first level to really introduce quote-unquote branching pathways, but there's really not much of a branch there. It's really take the hard path or the easy path. The easy path will get you through, and the hard path will get you rewards. So, me being the, well, not quite so kleptomaniacal gamer that I am when it comes to Neo, I'm not going to get much at all. Especially in levels to come. Oh, you just wait. Now, as you notice, the enemies now come in more flavors than just, north and south walking enemies. There's also flying enemies of both types, spiky enemies of both types, and electrified enemies of both types. Electric and spike both kill you instantly, so the only real way to actually deal with them, because, drawing them in would be kind of stupid, would be to repel them by using the like charge rather than the opposite charge. That's a nice feature. I'm glad they actually came up with a use for the repulsion of enemies, as well as just, well, outside of the oops, you just walked into it because you're a moronic loser when it comes to this game, Austin, which is true. But moreover, the I like the fact that they're bringing a bunch of these concepts together now to try to enforce that this is where the handlebars, or rather the training wheels, are coming off. The handlebars come off, I believe it's, World 4-3. That's basically when you're no longer going to steer, you're going to lean and hope for the best. This metaphor is going nowhere. So, with that, I give you ghosts, mummy, flying things. I think, well, at least when I was a kid, I would always call them the mummy dogs, because they look kind of like dogs barking. I don't know. I used to think that Zero from Sonic Adventure 1 was a sumo wrestler, and a bunch of other really dumb things like that. Oh, and then we get stuff like this, where they just sort of mashed a bunch of obstacles together and hoped we could survive. This is where the difficulty of this game really starts picking up. This is, it's fun, I guess. Truly satisfying coming back to this and realizing, wait a second, I remember what I need to do, or run like hell. But, yeah, I certainly remember my first couple of times through that, it was outright torturous. So we completed all 4 acts of one zone again. It's time to see what the villains are up to. So I'll see you in a bit.
Did I ever tell you the story of what happened to me when I was a young, aspiring villain? One day, I was walking past a toy store when I caught a glimpse of a brilliantly colored cube toy and a stuffed bear. My ingenious mind instantly drew an image of the cube and bear combined into one magnificently evil creation. I had just pressed my face up against the store window, drooling in excitement at the thought of creating such a delightfully wicked creature from simple toys, when the oafish store owner suddenly appeared. Without warning, he pushed me to the ground and ordered me to remove myself from the property. But I had my revenge. In a strange twist of fate, he became the first victim to face the terrifying creature that I devised. Clearly, the fool did not know who he was dealing with.
What are you mumbling about?
Now, I don't know about stuffed bears, but Rubik's Cubes don't exactly seem to be the most threatening thing I've ever seen in my life. A stuffed bear, well, a stuffed fox more accurately, can be quite deadly, but, a Rubik's Cube, really? Well, then again, these, cubic platforms have kind of been a hint of something coming up. Could it be? Oh, hello, box. With the Pinky logo, I guess. Behold the power of a Rubik's Cube hand thing. Yeah, kind of expected to be just a tiny bit more impressive, but anyway. This is also where you get to hear for the first time that every boss theme in this game, well, besides the final boss, of course, is a remix of one tune, and with an awesome guitar riff in every single one. In every rendition of this theme, it uses the instruments from Act 4 of the zone you're in to, I guess, set the mood for the boss. And I just really always walk away from these with this absolute impression of just now, that was one of the coolest things I've ever heard in my life. This is my personal favorite, but all 4 renditions of this theme are, all 5 renditions of this theme are absolutely perfect. Now, as for this boss itself, the hand is pretty easy to dodge. Legs, well, this caught me heavily off guard the first time I took on the boss. It's like, wait, it has a phase too? Yes, I am Legs. I used to be a hand, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that would be that funny. Anyway, I don't think I've mentioned it yet either, but these cute little, well, what looks sort of like Tylenol sitting there off to the side are actually power pellets. Not Pac-Man power pellets, but more like this will protect you from one, hit of basically anything outside of instant death. And instant death kills you just as fast as regular death anyway, so basically I'm pretty sure you can be crushed by the cube even if you've got the power pellet sparkly stuff surrounding you. However, the shockwave attacks, touching the boss, any small enemy of any sorts, attacking you really won't do any damage. Neo will flash, and you'll sort of be, it's, typical, oh no, you got hit, here's your chance to get away, or whatever. But, yeah, lava, pits, water even, still kills you in one hit, so just be careful what you, waste your power pellets on. Well, whatever they're called. Pills of magic fortitude. There we go. Steroids? You think Neo does steroids? He's a robot, I mean. Anyway, getting that thought out of my head. Oh, we defeated the boss. Did anyone notice a face, like, when the cube was sort of exploding? Did anyone notice it sort of had a weird face? I don't know, that's just something that hit me. And with that, it brings us to the end of the episode. So next time, we're going to start World 4-1, where we face off against my personal most hated enemy in the game, cows!